Concentrate. Take in all that is around you. Let's go again.
I have reason to believe the Empire is still a threat.
We face another war. Let's begin.
Ahsoka Tano, Anakin spoke highly of you.
Get ready. Nice trick. Got any more?
Ahsoka, 2-episode premieres.
Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. I hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing, well, honestly, the obvious for when it comes to the Ahsoka show. We're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it. If you can't or haven't really already been able to tell from the teasers or from the trailers any of the marketing are promoting here for the Ahsoka show, it's going to have some of the best lightsaber fights that we have seen in Star Wars in the recent couple of years, really in the Disney era of things. So this is something that has recently been teased by Dave Filoni himself, the show's creator and showrunner, the creator of Ahsoka as a character overall, and he also really says that fans know the difference about for when it comes to lightsaber combat and lightsaber fight scenes in Star Wars. Now, not trying to throw any shade or any hate towards the Disney films, but really specifically with the sequels, when you look at a lot of those lightsaber fight scenes throughout the sequels, they're often kind of criticized and bashed on upon as into their lightsaber mechanics don't make sense, or they're swinging them like they're baseball bats, and I do have to agree with that to a point. That does kind of the way that it looks and the way it kind of comes off to a point, especially when you are comparing it to George Lucas's original trilogy, or really prequel trilogy at that. Now, George Lucas and Dave Filoni, both of them, have kind of referred to as the prequel trilogy and their lightsaber fight sequences and combat as really the peak, like that is the best that it is at all ever. And I'm not saying that the original trilogy and its lightsaber combat scenes are some of the most entertaining or some of the best at that either. Those are pretty slow for the most part. Dare do I say even arguably some of not some of the best ones, maybe like some of the sequel lightsaber fight scenes are better than what we see in the original trilogy, but with that limited technology, George Lucas was able to come across with that point and have like that same vibe to it, and it still came out really cool, to be honest, especially for that time that it was coming out. When you move on to the prequel trilogy though, however, as I had mentioned, Dave Filoni and George Lucas have kind of referred to this as like the peak of lightsaber combat and sequences and fight scenes in Star Wars. Like, this is as good and as great as it gets, especially when you look at that era. The Republic and the Jedi Order is at an all-time high, and it makes sense for these characters and for these Jedi to be so masterful and so trained well with lightsaber combat. So the question with that is, what happens when you take a character like Ahsoka Tano that grew up during the events of the Clone Wars and had training from the Chosen One himself? I think you're going to get some pretty awesome and amazing looking fight sequences and lightsaber fight sequences and combat scenes in the Ahsoka show. This year all being said, we are going to be taking a read from CBR.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Ahsoka creator Dave Filoni explains that the creative team knew their show had to feature a lot of truly entertaining lightsaber battles, and I also want to go ahead and quickly mention that we really haven't seen a lot of lightsaber things going on since arguably maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi, that show coming out last year, but I was going to say 2019's The Rise of Skywalker. And from a fan perspective, speaking as myself, I think that what the Ahsoka show is going to offer is, if not similar lightsaber fight scenes than what we see in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, but maybe even at that, better, arguably. Now, Ahsoka creator Dave Filoni, as the article reads, and star Rosario Dawson both knew the Star Wars show needed to feature some jaw-dropping lightsaber brawls and fight scenes. Speaking in a behind-the-scenes featurette, Dave Filoni has acknowledged the amount of effort that went into the choreography for the fight sequences to deliver scenes that can impress fans looking for captivity swordplay, saying that, in quote, "There needs to be a lot of lightsaber fights, and they have to be good because our fans fans know the difference. The creator had explained. Rosario Dawson agreed with this sentiment, elaborating that she pushed herself more than she ever has to deliver battles that she thinks will satisfy audiences. Arguably at that, we only really see one scene with Ahsoka using her lightsabers in live action with Rosario Dawson, which is in The Mandalorian Season 2. She doesn't really use her lightsaber when we see her in the Book of Boba Fett. She's just kind of there talking with Luke Skywalker. However, do remember what I said at the beginning of this video is that if you can't already tell from the teasers, the trailers, or the marketing for the Ahsoka show, seeing the lightsaber swings here and there throughout the trailers, it makes it look already beyond amazing. Now, Rosario Dawson says that, in quote, "I am playing someone who is an absolute expert. I really wanted to be able to physicalize that as much as possible. No matter how tired I was like, sign me up for some more, sign me up for some more," she had quipped, ending that quote right there. I do have to say that she mentions that she is playing someone who is an absolute expert, and I have to say that only a Sith will do an absolutes, taking that quote from Obi-Wan Kenobi. But that is beyond the point. She's saying here that she pushed herself to the edge, she pushed herself to do the best and the perfect Ahsoka in her lightsaber fight scenes here for the show. Especially when you do look at Ahsoka in the animation and when she's using her lightsabers there, she isn't really like most other lightsaber users or like other Jedi, where they're kind of just using it almost like a baseball bat, even at that, or maybe more similar to a sword. She really lets it flow with her, and she's really using them to their maximum capacity. She uses it like a lightsaber though, not necessarily like a sword in a way. Ahsoka has made it no secret that the show will see the titular character fight several characters in tense lightsaber battles throughout their trailers. The show's trailers have seen Ahsoka going head to head with the Dark Jedi Baylan Skoll and an Inquisitor turned mercenary that still wields the double-edged blade of their past. Even Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian by birth, is depicted with Ezra Bridger's lightsaber, with many speculating that she'll become Ahsoka's Padawan. While this is yet to be confirmed, I think it is confirmed as she calls her master in the trailer, actor Natasha Liu Bordizzo has previously stated that her character's live-action premiere will be different from what Star Wars Rebels fans recall and have seen before, and that she is more of a changed character. As she says, in quote, "I loved the voice actor Tiana Sarkar Sabine. I love the energy, sarcasm, and playfulness that really made Sabine, well, Sabine. But obviously, it's a delicate balance because I never wanted to try to copy someone," Bordizzo has said. "I want to be inspired by the energy that they put into the character and then make my own role out of it." The character is expected to play a significant role in the show as Ahsoka recruits her to help track down Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger, an Imperial warlord that has caused a great deal of strife during the events of Star Wars Rebels. The villain will also be making his first live-action appearance in Ahsoka with voice actor Lars Mikkelsen. This here all being said though, however, I want to know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Incredible lightsaber fight scenes are coming to Ahsoka, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see it, and I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking in the comment section down below. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.